Welcome aboard, ladies and gentle beards. Welcome to episode 2 of Vagrus, the Riven realms. We're right now playing the main story. We've come to Scrap Heap, a big city that, well, sells scrap, and we convinced the former trader with whom we talked for 10 years before to give us a discount on scrap, but we shall deliver some sort of package from him. And what is in that package, we do not know, and we're not allowed to open it. But maybe we'll find out. So let's hop right into. I'm excited. I'm excited to see where this leads. We're here in Path number 2, Scrounger Lane. So apparently we're on the path to the market. You and Javik roamed the dingy-mongered called Scoundrel's Lane. At the foot of a great heap, upon which Tower of the Heap King is built, ash-covered awnings and dirty stalls line in the labyrinth streets, with stingfully narrow alleys in tiny squares adding to general confusion. Sometimes it is difficult to tell a shop from a dilapidated home, or for good reason. Most people who live here are also merchants, to some extent. And even though Heap King militia is here to keep the peace, you can't help but notice all the shifty gazes from the deportable types aimed at you. So what I like a lot here is you can click these highlighted thing and it will give you some knowledge about what is the Heap King, or it's like an encyclopedia that will give you more information if you seek so. And what does that say me? Tutorial, journal located bottom left. Is now active. If you need to follow the story and tasks. Oh, I can click the journal over here. Boop. The journal allows you to view requests and tasks and search and do separates for qualities. Your quests are ongoing stories. Unread entries have a blue exclamation mark. Tasks are non-narrative missions, goals, and complete the rewards. Qualities can be statues, gathered information, secrets, and so on. Unread entries have blue exclamation marks. Okay, the package. Delivered to a man named Skordnar in Avernum. That is what Narbu, the one we got the package from, and the one who convinced by us will give us a discount on their stuff. In the shipment, we need to buy 24 scrap metal goods, have at least 800 supplies, and the awnings equipment to start the journey. Okay. Let's take a look at the local prices in goods. The test failed. After spending an hour looking at the wares, you realize that there's nothing here you would fork out coins for. Of course, there's a lot of useful things, but you want to keep the rest of your purse intact should you run into difficulties on the road ahead. You notice that while you were feasting your eyes on the stall's offerings, a cutpurse working in the market managed to get you to your coins. It could have been worse, but you still cursed loud when you discovered the missing money. Shit. Better leave it once. We lost 5 coins. 5 minus 5 changer. Oh, there's... I'm guessing that is gold? No, that is like some sort of copper, bronze, silver, I'm guessing. The market is now active. Over there. Let's stroll through the line again. You recall a little shop hidden in the alley. Its owner uses to peddle dwarven curiosities. Perhaps it is still there. Let's find first the merchant who is selling the cheap supplies. It is not very difficult to find a man with cheap supplies. Javik remembers his face from the memories he saw in the innkeeper's mind, so it's only a matter of time until he recognizes the merchant. The man looks quizzically at you after you tell him you know of his surplus of dried mushrooms. It means slowly going bad on his hands, but he does not ask questions. In the end, he managed to haggle for half the prices. Oof! Buy the supplies, you will definitely need them. There we go. You and Javik roam the diggy market called... Oh, okay, that's the same text again. You recall a little shop hidden in the alley its owner used to peddle dwarven curiosities. Let's have a look at that. And we succeeded the test. The small shop is still there at the end of the Serpentine Alley on the south side of the market. Standing outside of it, you notice how it is a much worse shape than you remember. Inside the decrepit scrap shack, it is an equally unkempt young fellow who hails you with a jolly smile. The shop looks empty. A short conversation reveals that the younger is the son of the man who used to run this place. His father never came back from a forage into the dwarven ruins a few months ago. Unfortunately, I don't have a dad's expertise on dwarves, neither am I the adventurous sort, so... But now I'll sold all his remaining stock and I'm closing shop soon. Then I'm off away from Trap Heap for good. Go south. Maybe to the Dragonlands? He says, scratching his beard. You talk a bit about dwarven culture and his father's obsession with their forgotten technologies. You are about to say goodbye when he slaps his forehead. I still have something here what a Vagrus such as yourself might be interested in. He fishes a small brass compass out of his pocket and his hands into you. It is a masterwork, no doubt, sporting runes and detailed etching on the sides. The fellow is willing to sell it if you are willing to pay. Does it say also how much it is? 1 silver. Yeah, let's buy it. You Javik roam. Oh, that's back in the market. Okay, we can leave the market for now. And we can go over here to the market, giving me more direct access. Oh, we have a huge caravan with a creature that apparently is dragging our stuff. Let's see, we have a cargo hold up there. The market pane displays available goods. Right open your cargo pane on the left. Gotcha. Buy or sell one increment by clicking. Hold shift and click to buy and sell buttons. Drag and drop or hold shift and click. Okay. So we need a scrap metal. 24, everything. So if I click shift and buy, I buy a bundle. Let's see. So we bought all of it. That's what we need. And we need at least 800 supplies. Buy. Does it say somewhere how much we've got in total? If we go to this dwarven compass, what does that do? It gives us +1 max movement and +1 to navigation. I will do that afterwards. Maybe I sell it by accident. What is coal doing? Essential to smelting and a slew of other industries. Coal is mined near the Western Mountain and the Eastern Swamps. Equipment. Awnings. Let's buy them. Equipment is by dragging and dropping. And it is highlighted where they come. Okay, we have some awnings. Linen awnings stretch over the saddles and carts to black harmful weather effects provided, giving in shade. -25% consumption. Holy shit. That is good. That leads over here, giving us +1 max movement and +1 navigation. Might come in handy. So we bought all the supplies, we bought all the scrap metal that is available nonetheless. Meaning we can now leave the settlement. There we go. Packed up, restocked on supplies, and with all your business here concluded, you finally make ready to leave the decrepit town and scrap heap behind in the morning. You spend the night inside a guarded compound, not for free though, costing us 1 lirg. Is that a lirg? Is that a lirg? I have no clue. Yeah. Okay, the lyric one is the brown thing. You set out at dawn. Ash is flitting from the sky and the distant mountain rumble ominously in the morning twilight as your comitatus reaches the west gate of the town. You notice almost immediately that the militia at the gates is questioning and inspecting travelers. move along to the inspection. You realize that even if they are looking for a package Narbo gave you, there is a minuscule chance for finding it among the several departing caravans, all made up of dozens of people respectively. Besides, the packet is tiny and well hidden in the bottom of a sack of dried mushrooms. A Rob Magister of the Heap King appears to coordinate such effort, picking out people or even whole traveling groups for inspection. As your comitatus draws near...
Skål!
I'm sorry, that was my lord.
Skål!
Oh. If your ears just blew, mine did too. I'm very sorry for that. As your comitatus draws near, it takes only a passing glance from him to check you and your crew before he motions to the guards to let you through. You quietly pass under the guard out into the broken wasteland. Oh, they did not notice us, apparently. The Commandato is well in his way, and the scrap heap is a mere dot in the horizon by the time Javik joins you at the front line. Just like I said, you made the right choice with this venture. Talk of how you may have saved us all is spreading like wildfire, he says with a faint smile. Of course, we don't have to make it alive to Devon with the cargo, but it's a good start, don't you think? Agreed. There may be hope left for our combatants after all. There may be hope left for the combatants after all, and you know it's in the large part thanks to you and your abilities, not mine. Let's compliment him. Let's go for 3. Javik smiles and he bows his head in thanks. Not that fully I agree, but it's my pleasure to be of use, and I'm sure the journey will be fine. It's not like we started this business yesterday. With that, you both go back to your duties and constant monitoring of the horizon. If all goes well, you should reach the Wound in a few days, where you can turn south along the edge of the Molten Tongue and travel down to Avernum. The journey continues. +3 morale. So we got a package out of the city. The guard did not stop us. That was lucky. I'm not sure if there's this other outcome that can happen if you're doing this or not, depending on your roles and skills and what's happening, but that's it on. Your progress is saved at checkpoints. Whenever you leave a settlement, reach a story-related checkpoint, and if your game is saved automatically, overriding the previous autosave. Manual saving is unavailable in the standalone Story of the Pilgrims in the Wasteland. In the open world main campaign, you save manually in the game menu, except during combat and events. You can load your saved games from the load menu. Gotcha. So we can't save
There they were, with a full cargo hold and filled with newfound hope. Yet, the road ahead still promised hardships and peril. I travelled with them southwards, expecting to reach more habitable lands beyond the Molten Tongue's river of lava.
Ooh, I like his voice, it's so deep and profound. By the way, there is a place in this game called after me. It is called Core Maker's Blessing. I'm not sure if it will be a blessing or your doom, but probably you'll have to go there and find out yourself. Let's head on. So, we have a movement points up there. The morale is okay. The vigor is also good. We have supplies for 8 days. Guarding your camp effectively puts a strain on your guards. Okay, what else we got here? Objectives, rumors, tasks. A wandering old man. Travel with a wandering old man until you are ready to depart. Oh, that's, I'm guessing the old man that who's talking. A, B, C. So what else we got here? That's the journal. Can I type I for inventory? Or up here? Do I click this one? No, that goes back there. Okay, let's move on. Let's see what happens. That costs us 2 movement points. The crew management UI is now active. Click on the sheet on the top left corner to open it. Oh, now it works. Okay. So there's crew management apparently. It allows you to manage the commandatus. There is morale. That is good for the commandatus. Obedience indicates how satisfied your slaves are. Okay, we have slaves apparently. Nutrition shows how well fed your crew is. Low nutrition incurs penalties. Extra rations while starving lowers it. Vigor indicates how tired your commandatus is. Makes sense, makes sense. Upkick is how much you owe your crew. You can pay them at the end of each day or keep collecting debt. Consumption. It is how much food your crew consumes each day. Running out of supplies leads to quick death in the wastelands. Ugh, can't imagine. Workforce is generated by workers and slaves. You have to have enough workforce to cover the Comitatus needs, including beast crew, passengers. Going below the required numbers bestow serious penalties. Our passengers are people of the Comitatus taken to your destinations for reward. You can take on passengers in some events and settlements. They also consume supplies. Lizard icon. Okay, you can see the numbers of each crew and beast type you have in your Comitatus. Outriders are special because you need a fighter and a mount to be able to create an outrider by using the plus button. While outriders are excellent fighters, mounts without riders carry cargo. You can always dismount fighters using the minus button. For now, add an outrider, then close this window. Boop. Okay, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Okay, it says how many movement points it is costing us. If you run out of movement points, you need to camp. Ending the day being a road ahead, spending most of your MPs lowers the vigor of your Comitatus that you can replenish by camping. You can also camp earlier than running out of MPs, which helps raise vigor faster. Okay, camp. Oh, we have a camp interface now? Holy shit, okay. Holy, we can do a lot of things here. Each camp can decide to offer normal or double wages for the current day, depending on whatever you pay them or not. Double payment increases morale. You can also choose to pay all your debts at your current crew. This time, pay now or accrue payment, pay later. But the longer delayed the grumpier the crew gets. Obedience and nutrition also appears here. You have options to give out less or more supplies than the rations. That affects the nutritions. Okay, gotcha. Under hunting and foraging, you can send your crew out into the wasteland to find supplies and sometimes even other goods. Hunting using scouts, foraging is more reliable but yields fewer supplies. Hunting and foraging results appear after your end of the day. You can talk to companions during this thing. You can heal your companions. And the healing results appear after it. Okay. You must set your defense order for the night. I see. When you have set everything up, click End the Day button. This will do the trigger of the events. Let's pay them now. We don't have payment for 2 rounds. What? Who is she? Okay. So what do we have here? Hunting and foraging. What is that doing? Send out slaves to success supplies gained. Failure, fewer supplies gained. Critical failure might lose slaves and obedience. Okay, let's send out a hunting party. Wait, what does that say to me? Cost me a vigor. And 3 people. Is that correct? Critical failure. Energic. Okay, that shows me how much. No, I have no clue what that shows me. Okay. Obedience was that. Cost no MP if you're already camping. One or more of your slaves to gain obedience. Note that Disciplining your slave has diminishing return and may have the opposite effect on obedience. Rations let them on normal. Bonuses. Post guard. You need 11 fighters and outriders combined, or 7. Morale goes up hugely. Well rested. And we can take these 2 away. Hello? No, send everyone out. Send everyone out. We'll try out all mechanics here. We'll try out all mechanics. Let's give a talk to one of our companions. You approach Javik. He's tending to one of your beasts of burden. When he sees you wish to talk, he steps away, motioning to a handler to finish what he started. What's your mind, Vagrus? Ask him what he thinks about the Narbor package. Whatever is in it, your friend was really concerned to get it out of Trapheed. With none of the wiser, and to get it to this man in Avernum. When he sees through your thoughtful expression, Javik adds, I sincerely hope you don't plan on opening that damn thing. We're in enough of a predicament as it is, and would surely antagonize this Scorner fella who, Narbor's mind appears as a tough customer, someone your friend was clearly afraid of. Okay, enough chatter. Let's have a look at her. Morven is discussing something with a new scout. When you approach them, she sees you step away from her company, joining you next to the tent in the shadows. You immediately start to feel anxious. As it roused out of torpor by Tarkin's coffee, the fact of her demonkin heritage, no doubt. Anything I can do for you? Ask what she thinks of Javik. What does that meaning? Okay, companion required. Ask about her demonkin. She seems thoughtful for a moment. Now, I can speak for all of us because there's so many kinds and variations of our race. We're called demonkin since it said that demonic blood runs through our veins. Around us, people feel uneasy and anxious. Each of us has the ability that men of your empire do not possess. I've seen the dark. Could get me slower on my skin gets burned less likely than the other humans. It is very practical. Oh, and I have these. She points at the horns and bone spikes. Okay. That's actually it. I don't want to talk more with you. Maybe later on in the story. And the day. So we activated everything. Let's see how this plays out. So some foraging failed. No foragers harmed, no scouts harmed. We got some hides. We got a lot of food and some food over there, even though it failed. Sounds good. Sounds good. Let's move on. Why does it want to camp again? Okay, never mind. Keep on moving. Keep on moving. Out of range. Okay, we have to camp again. Pay them later. We don't have enough money apparently for them. That is not good. But let's send everybody out and end the day. After a long day's march under bleak skies and harassed by hot winds, the Comitatus finally settles down in a wide ravine. After taking care of the camp chores and checking on all our comps, you go to your tent and tuck in for the night. There are benefits to sleeping out in the wasteland. The silence is quite calming, tranquil even. Only the murmur of the distant fire-bleaching mansion, the whisper of the wind, and the occasional groans of your beast can be heard. Except something else is making a muffled noise you do not recognize. Your eyes flick open. Something is wrong. What in Tartarus is it now? You rise to check it out. Leaving your tent and passing the sleeping beast, you are just about to call to a guard when you stumble upon a large quadrupedal creature covered with fused bone prostrations. Gosh, English. It is munching on supplies scattered across the ground, evidently torn open sack lying nearby. The creature is a chakra. Chakra? Holy shit, it looks terrifying. Look at that. Are vermin of the wastelands, bad-tempered and aggressive pack hunters. Pack hunters even. Okay, that means where's one, there's more, I'm guessing. The creature is a chakra, wasteland scavenger that hunts in packs. Okay. Before you can utter a word, the monster charges you. Out of the shadows, Morven leaps at it, tackling it aside and cutting its hide with her bone axe in a follow-up swing. You breathe out, realizing that she has probably just saved your life. Javik runs up to you just as the creature backs off and lets out a long howl. I'm not sure if it's a wolf, but never mind. There's more of those accurate things, boss. We have sneaked past the perimeter guards. They are trying to chase him off, he blurts out. As he does, you can hear yelling and the sounds of battle from around the camp. The wounded Jakra is joined by another one from the behind cargo pile, and the two of them start circling you. Javik steps beside Morven and they get ready for a fight. Oh! There we go. Fighting mechanics. So apparently we are... Wait, our character is not fighting our Vagrus. Interesting. Interesting art style. Reminds me a little bit of D&D. I don't know why. Pianist combat in turn-based, we're in 1-6 enemies fighting against your team, 1-6 companions. Okay. Combats are made in rounds. Each round or participant taking turns of act. Everyone had their turn. The current rounds started. This is going to... Combat board is divided into two sides. The friendly side left and the bad one right. Each side of this front row, melee row, and a back row, range row. Each row has 3 positions. Certainly skills only can be used when standing on a position appropriate. Ooh, begin the fight. The order is shown up in the bottom, in the top left, set by the initiative of the people. Okay, so he's starting first. His turn. Attacking. Moving. Melee skills can only be used from a front row. They also can target front row enemies that are adjacent to other characters' position in the back row. Enemies, if not in the row, block them. Because of the rules, positioning in melee is paramount. Okay, you come over here. Movements up there. There we go. What's that doing? Mind blasts. Mind damage. Incomparable. Range attack that burns the mind completely, ignoring armor. Current defense mode block. Current defense mode evade. Oh, there's defense modes even? Holy shit. Okay. Let's... Power. Is that power? Power 2. Vitality is 8. Vitality is 10. Let's focus on you. Mind attack. 4 damage. That's good. Movement skills include option to push front row enemies back, including move and strafe. These types of skills can be used to great effect in controlling your enemy. Makes sense. Let's savage kick that thing back. Nice kick. That means they have to move 1 spot ahead to be able to even do something. You can consult combat log to sheet at the mid-bottom to see what exactly occurred. The log is scrollable, but if you wish to see more of it, click upon it to see it fully. The character sheet can be opened by its icon, 3 lines, the forfeit button, bent arrow icon, is the character's portrait. It allows you to pass the current round. Oh, okay. Defeat your enemies. Okay, gotcha. What's that? The caster and a single ally receive a bonus for initiative accuracy and evade and block. Hell yes! Okay, they got some sort of bonus. The buff, okay. What do we got here? Single target moves to where you command it. Hypnosis. And it costs me power. I'm guessing we can only do a limited amount of power things. Let's command it to move back. Wait, I have to double click on it. There we go. Now we commanded it, and now we're telling it to move backwards. Beautiful. What is that doing? A whip strike that pulls a single opponent forwards, penetrating. Okay, strafe. Hits 2 ejected enemies with the same blow and move to the side. Devastating blow on a single target. Let's see. 3. Hit and dead. Javik begins his turn. We want a Mind Blast on it. Boom. And we want a Devastating Blow on it. 4. That's good. That's good. It's attacking us, hitting us with 1 damage. Let's have a look down here. Jaggers is using pin successfully. Oh, they're all the rolls. Okay, gotcha. We gonna skip. Forfeit. She gets another hit. We're gonna skip again. And we're gonna make it attack blow. Wait, it evaded! Shit! Okay, evasion means it jumped back, and now it has to come back front. Giving us a crit hit. Ouch. That's not good. Let's take it out. Very well. Very well. Victory! I like the sound of it. The 2 chakra lie dead at your feet. Morven wipes the foul-smelling blood from her axe blade as a guard arrives and talks to her. You okay, boss? Javik pats on your shoulder. You nod, turning to Morven as she approaches you. All hostiles been taken care of, she says. They got to some of the food, but we could take their meat and other parts to make up for it. Harvest the damaged critters before going back to bed. Perhaps you will gain something from this. Yeah, let's harvest them. We got a lot of food out of it. Oh, okay, we have... We have too much food even. Interesting. So we got a checkpoint. That is perfect. So we are on the way south from Scrap Heap. I don't know what awaits us. We got attacked by some critters. The wastelands seem harsh. I like the combat style. And if you do too, let me know. Let me know what your opinions on this. Let me know if you like my style of presentation and storytelling. And of course, you want to see more. With that, I wish you farewell. Have a phenomenal time. And see you in the next episode of Vagrus, the Riven Realms. Bye-bye.